Alright guys, what's up? Let's take a moment to appreciate this overhead press. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, wait for it, 3 Mississippi of a 175 pound overhead press. I went into this workout aiming for a top set of 175, going for one set, but it felt so light and it went so smooth that I went for 3 sets of 175. For me, I don't know what it is with this exercise, but it's by far the most strongest exercise out of all exercises that I have. But then the most weirdest thing about this workout is the fact that I haven't touched a 175 overhead press in around 4 or 5 weeks. I did sets with anywhere from 154 to 165 for quite a while, and I figured I wanted to touch that 175 again. Just how to feel, just to feel if my overhead press went up or went down or anything. But this set of overhead press has never felt lighter than ever before. So it's pretty strange, knowing the fact that I haven't touched this weight in quite a while, and it feels lighter now than it did before. It's pretty weird if you think about it. Anyways, let's get to the topic of this video, which will be my first year of training and my knowledge, or should I say lack of knowledge, on nutrition and training. As most of you guys already know, I went into the gym being a little fat chubby kid. I didn't know anything about training or nutrition. I just went to the gym basically, to be doing a sport. I didn't really care that much about muscle or being ripped or anything. I just simply went to the gym because I hadn't have done a sport in quite a while. I'm talking years. So I figured I'm going to start going to the gym with my friend at the time, which doesn't go now anymore. So in the beginning I didn't really care, about getting a pump and feeling great in the gym, making progress. I simply went for simply going. I didn't really track any calories or macros. I didn't even know what the heck I was doing with my food anyway. Till I started to lose weight, because that was one of my goals, which I didn't really chase at that particular moment. But when I did, and when I lost weight, I started to do some research. I At that time, I'm talking roughly 4 years ago, it was still really popular to do clean eating, and you have to do cardio to lose fat or lose weight. So yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in my first year, or yeah, my first year of training. I started to do lots and lots of cardio. I'm talking lots, crash dieting, running every day for 45 minutes. Really, which is, if you guys don't know, the worst way to go if you want to lose weight or lose fat ish, is to eat such low calories and to do so much cardio, basically having no energy at all in. But when I was done losing weight after losing 55 pounds and wanting to add some more muscle, um, I started doing more research, watching more YouTube videos and getting to know more about nutrition and training and what's more optimal and what's less optimal, getting to know the most effective ways to go about your training and nutrition. I remember my first YouTube channel I ever watched was actually um, Physiques of Greatness, which is now, Chris Jones. And I learned a lot about training from him. At that time he wasn't really preaching the whole flexible dieting and being more flexible with your food intake. He was still clean eating at that time. So when I wanted to learn more about nutrition, I stumbled upon Matt Ogus. And him preaching flexible dieting all the time, I learned more about that. So I did my own research and I started to track my macros after my first year of training, which in that time, after my first year of training, I made a hell of a lot more progress. Because when I started going to the gym, I didn't even do the bench press, I didn't even do a squat, I didn't even do a deadlift, I didn't even do an overhead press, which wasn't even popular at that time to begin with. So, after my first year, after seeing, Chris Jones and Matt Ogus, I did all the compound movements and I didn't really apply progressive overload at that time because it wasn't really that popular. I just simply did the exercise and tried to lift as much weight as possible each and every workout, not deloading. But yeah, at least I started doing the compounds and tracking my macros. I did my first cut, my real cut and not crash diet, and I got to around 8% body fat, lacking a lot of muscle mass because I never really focused on gaining muscle at that time. I had only focused on losing weight. So after that cut, I felt I felt small every time I made a picture. It was really nice to see my abs for the first time, but yeah, I wanted some more gains. I wanted to look bigger. So I went on my first bulk in the summer after my first year of training, which was my year and a half of training. I started to go in I went on a lean bulk, but after a while, after 6 months, I kind of lost it, and I bulked way too hard and gained a lot of fat. I shot up to around 15 or 16, if not higher, percent body fat. I didn't really like that look, after being fat for so long. So I went on my second cut, and in this cut, I came to know a lot more about adding weight to your compounds, the whole progressive overload scheme. And in that year, my gains shot up through the roof. And pretty much, to sum up my first year to 2 years of training, I didn't really know that much, but I did my own research. I wanted to know more. I wanted to improve myself in this fitness journey, bodybuilding journey. So I highly recommend you guys, if you want to know more, if you want to progress, if you want to improve yourself in this journey, do your research and know what works for you and what really works and what doesn't work, because that's the only way you will ever make the most optimal progress. 3 words of advice: flexible dieting, progressive overload, and joy. That's the 3 key factors for me myself to be successful in bodybuilding or fitness or powerlifting, whatever you think is most suitable for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I thank every single one of you who left suggestions of topics for me to talk about. So again, if you have any topic you would like me to discuss, leave it in the comments down below. Like this video, share it with your friends, that would really help me out a lot. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Peace, guys.